Good morning, everyone. My name is Molly. I play the viola, and I am on a journey to becoming a better musician and happier person. So it's Monday, April 12th, 8:13 a.m. And I decided this week I'm going to try to, the title says become a morning person. I don't think I'm going to change the essence of who I am, but if you hear a noise, that's my kettle. I'm making some coffee right now, but I want to try to see if every day this week I can get started by 8:30. And by get started, I mean do my first task starting at 8:30, whether that's getting my instrument out to practice, or starting some homework, or going on a walk, doing an exercise, just something. I want whatever it is to be starting at 8:30. So I'm gonna have a quick breakfast, and the plan is for this morning, I'm gonna walk to school. I actually have time to do that today, so I'm gonna walk to school with my backpack and my laptop and do some work at the library. And then when I walk home, I'm gonna eat lunch and get some practicing done and do some laundry. For those of you who watched my last video, you'll know that I also have started trying to complete a daily checklist of a bunch of various tasks that I think are healthy and beneficial for me to do every day. So I will be updating along the way of how that's going as well. So far I have done my morning skincare routine. I put makeup on, and that's about it so far. So join me this week on my quest to being a morning person and on my very busy but hopefully fruitful and productive day. It is essentially summer here in Houston at this point, so I'm so sweaty. But I just got my COVID-19 test, and I'm on the way to probably the student center to get a water bottle, and then the library. It's like 2:30. I got home like 20 minutes ago from school. It was an extremely sweaty walk, but a beautiful day by Houston standards. So I still have to eat lunch, but I'm gonna do that. And so pretty much I've gotten homework and exercise checked off the checklist for today. After I eat, I'm gonna start the laundry and do some practicing so that I'll get 2 more checked off. I'm probably gonna have to do more homework later, and that will fulfill my read more than 10 pages checkbox. But I'm really grateful to have had just a totally free day now that 2 of my concerts this April are out of the way. And normally we would have rehearsal Monday afternoons, but they're done, so we don't need to rehearse anymore. Good morning. It's the next day. It's Tuesday. It's like 8:18 a.m. So I'm on track to start at 8:30 today, which is good. Yesterday I didn't like make any more clips talking, but I got started around 9, and so I'm better on schedule for this morning. I also went to bed too late last night, so I want to be better about that today. I was having fun, but I do that a lot where I go to bed later than what I wish I would have done the next morning when I'm waking up. But today I'm going to start my day by practicing, and then I have a bunch of classes and a lesson. So I'm excited to practice in the morning. I actually haven't done that in a few weeks. between classes, made this smoothie right here. There is milk, banana, sunflower seed, flax seed, cocoa powder, and chocolate protein powder. So it's around 10:15 at night on Tuesday. A lot happened since I last took a vlog clip. I went to a bunch of classes and had my lesson, went to the library, checked almost everything off my to-do list today. I didn't do my chore yet, but my clean laundry is sitting on my bed waiting for me to fold it. So yeah, it was a pretty good day. But I did feel pretty sleepy, and I was just like chilling on my phone before dinner on the floor and fell asleep for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna plan out my schedule for tomorrow. As with every day this week, I'm trying to start at 8:30 a.m. And tomorrow I think I want to be, this is hopeful, but I want to be walking in the doors of the library at 8:30 a.m. I don't know if I mentioned this or made this clear in my last video, but I have like a huge paper and it's due May 5th. Today's April 13th, but my teacher is having us do the first 3 or so pages and then an outline by April 15th. For someone who usually puts off the work for a big paper until the several days before it's due, this is very different for me because more than 2 weeks before the due date, I already have to have pretty much done all my research and know what the structure of the paper is going to be. And I'm really busy with other things too right now. So I've really been utilizing the productive atmosphere of the library. Some may know that I went to a much smaller school for my undergraduate degree, and the library was like a big room and it wasn't its own standalone building. And here at Rice, it is its own standalone building. And it actually, it's gonna sound obvious to all of you who go to normal sized universities and colleges, but it has a great atmosphere for getting work done. And I've never had a dedicated space for homework, and I think that might be part of why I've never had a dedicated homework routine. And so I'm happy that the circumstances led me to discovering that I really like going to the library. I wanted to put that into more clear words for the video, that I have an abnormally large amount of homework right now compared to normal. And also the paper is about American opera, and I have never taken a class about opera at all. And it's not like other papers for other classes where I've had background knowledge and multiple semesters of information leading up to that paper. It's just this semester and a bunch of new books and articles and operas I've never heard of. So it's a lot, but I'm trying to do it right, not just for a good grade. That last minute panic and having to sit down at my computer and write a paper for 6 hours, like I want to avoid that. And I think I'm doing it right by doing it this way. So that's what I'll be doing in the library tomorrow. I have one rehearsal in the later afternoon, so I want to be at the library maybe 2 hours, then come home and practice and eat lunch so I can be ready for that rehearsal. Then spend the rest of the evening homeworking, or maybe something fun. Who knows? So with that, I'll be going to bed early, way earlier than my normal sleep schedule would put my bedtime, and hopefully wake up refreshed, ready to go, and you'll see me walking into the library at 8:30 a.m. bright and early. Well, it's 9:15, which honestly is still early enough in the morning to have a full, productive, successful, happy day. When I have the thought, I'm so bad at getting up, I remind myself, no, you're bad at going to bed. And I signed off last night at 10:30, went to bed at 10:45, phone in hand, and probably didn't fall asleep till after midnight. So it's not surprising that this happened. And it's just really hard to break habits like that, where I've been going to bed with my phone and just going to bed late in general since high school or even earlier. I mean, I didn't have a phone much earlier than high school, but maybe I've been doing that for 10 years. And 10 years is a long time to have a habit, and it takes a long time to break that habit. But tonight, I think I'm gonna go to bed with my phone in another room. And when I was making my schedule for today, last night, I gave some allowance for time in between things. There's a lot of time after all my tasks are done where I have a lot of free time in my schedule. So pushing things back an hour and a half or so does not prevent me from getting everything done that I wanted to. I'm so attached to the idea of like becoming a morning person. I've had stints where I've been really good at it, and it just feels good. Like, I like being productive. It makes me happy. I'm trying not to pressure myself to be productive to the point of unhappiness, but it does feel good to get stuff done and then afterwards have free time, rather than have the free time and delay the start of the work and then push all the work till the end of the day. It really does make a big difference. Here's to making the most of today, and I will check back in with you periodically with everything I'm up to. It's almost 2 p.m. I just left the library. I was there for the 2 hours that I planned to be there. Got a lot of good work done. I'm just several hours behind schedule, but the schedule that I wrote out was pretty empty toward the end of the day, so I still think I'm gonna be able to get everything done. Currently in a Starbucks parking lot, about to hope that they have something left over for lunch that I can eat. If not, maybe I'll just get some coffee. But anyway, disappointed that I didn't manage my sleep well once again, but not worried at all about getting everything I need to done today. Well, I just took a nap from 7 to 9 p.m. and it was very well needed. Should be interesting to see how this affects everything for my sleep the rest of the night. I'm up. 7:47. The water is boiling. The coffee is ready to be poured. I went to bed at like 10:30. Even though I had taken a nap 7 to 9, I still went to bed at 10:30, and I think that's why I was able to get up. So feeling good about that. Busy day today. So I have kind of a busy day today. Crossed off just a few things of my daily checklist. I did practice before class, and then I had 3 hours of class, and now I'm doing a little more practicing before I perform in studio class today. The piece I'm performing, it's Elliott Carter Figment 4. It's only like 3.5 minutes. And to be quite honest, it hasn't been like the thing I've been focusing on lately. It's just kind of something I have to do for my studio recital this weekend, because everybody has to play on one of the recitals every semester. Been having to like compartmentalize a bunch of different things, being really busy right now in the semester. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be confident that I know how it goes, even though I haven't practiced the crap out of it. And honestly, I think that's a good thing, because I think it's a good skill to be able to balance a lot of things and not prepare to a large extent on every single thing, and ration your effort and your hard work so that you can get everything you need to done and still get enough sleep and have enough energy and not feel burnt out. Good evening. So studio class went well. I was one of 8 people performing, and my piece was less than 4 minutes, so I kind of had to sit through a lot before I got to play. And I did question a little bit, like, do I really know this piece? Just because I didn't over practice it, and I'm used to I mean, I didn't used to do this during my bachelor's degree, but at this point I'm used to over practicing things to the point where it's not a question of if I can play it, it's a question of am I gonna be in the right frame of mind when I'm performing. But not over practicing helped me to focus on what I was doing better, I think, because instead of just like having the option to mentally disconnect and then opening up the opportunity for realizing I'm not focusing and how am I doing this and I'm about to mess up, I just had to focus on what the notes were and what the rhythms were in order to play them. So that was interesting. It wasn't like amazing, but I didn't really invest that much time or energy or emotion into it, so I guess the returns are gonna be proportional. Anyway, what's left for today? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm making a recording on Saturday morning for a competition, and I have to work through that piece a little bit. I've played it 5 separate times in my life at this point, so I pretty much know it, but I just have to double check some intonation things. So I'm gonna do that, and I have to go to the library even though it's already almost 7:30, because that's where I focus best for my homework. I have to write up some of the things I've been researching today, and it's due tomorrow 9 a.m. so I do have to do it today. And I have this gig a week from today that I have to like figure out with the organizer. I have a presentation for the same class that I have the paper next Tuesday. I have studio recital performance this Sunday. I'm saying things out of chronological order. And I also just got another gig with rehearsals starting on Tuesday. So I'm really busy. And I'm kind of just sitting on the floor. My excuse to not do anything yet is to wait for my phone to charge before I leave the house. But honestly, I'm just like also feeling nervous about all the things I have to do, just because I feel like they're scattered in my head still. Oh, and I have this project proposal I have to work on for something outside of school. I'm juggling a lot of things. Nothing's going wrong. I just feel like they're all floating around in my head. Unsolved problems. That's what it feels like anyway. So yeah, it might not be an early bedtime day for me today, but at least I got up when I wanted to. That was good. I feel like this video was really disorganized. Like I didn't go into it with like a plan and a hypothesis to test or something. There's no like theme, because I just can't spend the energy to like make sure there's a moral of the story at the end, because I'm just so busy. So hopefully you like just watching what I'm up to and me trying to work through solving the issues that come up as I'm trying to be better with my schedule and routine and overall organization and feel good about myself. Practicing was sufficient. Sufficient is all I need right now, and actually all I can manage right now. So I'm off to the library to do this homework assignment, answer some emails. We'll see about 8:30 tomorrow morning. I think it's probably not gonna happen. That was kind of like the theme of this video, and I'm not really honoring the theme, am I? But that's life. It's Friday morning. I got over 8 hours of sleep. The 8:30 a.m. thing, I mean, not a factor. I was at the library too late last night to be able to make that happen. So on the to-do list for today is in 10 minutes I have a call with a potential partner organization for a project I'm doing, and I'm pretty nervous for that because I have like no experience in like making my own projects and budgeting them and pitching them to people, so I'm nervous for that. And then I have a lesson later today, and aside from that I need to be working on recording 2 little things for this orchestration class who needs a bunch of students to record stuff for their projects. I have to learn music for a gig that's rehearsing on Tuesday. I have a recording for a competition tomorrow. I feel good about that. Oh, I'm performing on Sunday for the studio recital, so I guess I have to be thinking about that. I have a presentation on Tuesday as well, so I have a lot in the next like 5 days. And I'm trying to stay on top of all of it. I just got home from my lesson. Yeah, I had 2 lessons this week. And I played what I'm gonna play in my recording session tomorrow morning. I think everything's going well. I can't knock on wood, but the universe isn't determined by jinxing yourself, I hope. So anyway, I'm doing my best to stay on top of everything. I can't just throw everything to the side for this recording. I'm trying not to do that anymore, and I think it can still be very successful and I can still feel good about it without it being the sole thing I'm working on right now. So I'm just going into it with a positive attitude, knowing that I can do a good job because I've done a good job in the past, and yeah, I'm trying to be content with that. I think we're gonna go shopping now for fun because I have free time. We had a fun afternoon of shopping and Chipotle, and I went over some of the things for my lesson just now. So that's it until my recording. I'll let you guys know how that goes, and I think that's gonna be the end of this vlog. This was kind of an aimless, all over the place video. Hope you don't mind. I'm really busy and I couldn't really do much in terms of cohesiveness just because I have so many things going on, but it's worth documenting and seeing how it turns out. So I'm all done with my recording. I think it was okay. It's kind of hard to know. We took 4 takes, and when I was choosing which one I wanted to use, of course there were little things that were not perfect about each one, and I just hate how the process is listen to all of them over and over and pick the one with the least bad parts rather than pick the best one. Maybe I can change my frame of mind about that, but honestly that's just what recording is. And like when you listen to a CD, they edited their recording, but for students entering competitions and auditions and things, you have to have an unedited take. Playing on a video versus showing up somewhere and playing one time in front of the judges are just 2 completely different things, and I much prefer live performances. I think I just handle them better. I am able to have more fun, not overanalyze every little thing that I did. But it's important for me to remember that I have won a competition before with little mistakes, like little scratches or squeaks, stuff like that. So all I can do is do my best and submit it and see what happens. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It was a little, I don't want to say disjointed, but not really thematic at all. I've just been extremely busy this week. I'm trying to manage a lot of things, and I'm trying to stay positive about it. I have one more recording in like 11 days, and my goal is to feel more positive about the preparation and recording process, because that's all I can do. is prepare my best and try and act like it's a live performance and just let go of the results from there. Even though I would really like to win, there's no way I can make that happen. I just have to do what I can and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Please check out another one of my videos if you're interested. Follow me on Instagram. And yeah, let me know. I don't even remember half the things that happened in this video, but let me know if you relate or if you have thoughts about it. I would love to read your comments. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.